It takes 5 seconds. Yeah, there was potential a lot for a while when the Grandia 2 was being developed. It was supposed to be a continuation of the story of this one, and I think there is some concept art still floating around on the internet for the original design and for grown-ups too. But in the end, they made Grandia follow the same logic as Final Fantasy. Each game is a completely individual world, individual characters and everything. That child just helped you kill an orc king, you ingrate. Actually, yes, you are. You just wield a hammer real well. Well, that was, I guess, deserved. Sue is apparently living with her grandparents because her parents are dead. And you can see on Lily's portrait here, again, the red outline around her mouth. Applied lipstick improperly, that's again the upscaler's fault. Same here. Somebody drew the mouth in MS Paint. Yeah, not in a few years, in a few hours. This is very, very, very inappropriate. At this point, Justin is 15. So yeah, I always cringed at this bit quite a bit. I know what they wanted to go for, but that single line cringed everything up. Yeah, Grandia, just because she was a pirate doesn't mean that it makes it okay to sleep with her very grown-up baby now, you know? I should have went to the general store before I did this.
Father, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell Mom after all. Father, and Grandfather too. I'm going to the new continent. I'm going to travel the world just like you did. Thanks to your spirit stone, Father. The stone told me that Angelo isn't a myth. It's on the new continent. Now I know. You must have felt like this on the morning of your first adventure too. Father, do you think I can really be like you? Everyone that Mom tells me about was much stronger and much braver than me. Much more like an adventurer. You're right. This is nothing like me at all. Right, Father? I'll leave my picture here for you. I promise that I'll become an adventurer greater than you. Goodbye, Mom. I'm going.
Now, I admit that it might be my memory misremembering, but I believe he says in one line in the game that he's 15 when somebody talks to him about something. But I could be misremembering that. But for some reason I seem to remember that he's 15. Well, he is around that age, even if he's not specifically 15. Now, I do have one more sword with me, right? There's some stuff left on Lily. Not Lily, on Sue. I don't really need this sword, though. Herbs can go away as well, because I have wound salves. I'm gonna leave the antidote, and I'm gonna leave the first aid. I'm gonna leave the hand axe because I need it. There's nothing else there. I don't know how Lily did not hear that smack against the wall. Makes no sense. Oh, where's the bridge? Let's recover and save, just in case. There won't be any battles for now. There will be on the ship later. Oh, yeah, we need to talk to this guy. Yeah. Open the gate. If you're drinking unboiled water at the sea, you're gonna get more than just sick. You're gonna die. Okay. There's a bunch of people you can talk to here, but that's none of that is really important. We need to talk to this here. And this is the first truly emotional part of the game. The game is very well written. But the whole of Grandia series is just full of emotional parts, and it's always a little of a tearjerker. Oh, again, this scene, this is PlayStation 1 era. This is PlayStation 1. It doesn't look impressive today, but this is 30 years old almost. All they did for the remaster is they just made the textures nicer. That's all they did. It still has the same number of polygons as it did on the PlayStation and everything else. Right, so we are now on the ship. There is nothing to do on the ship for the time being until a certain somebody wrecks our plans. So we are going down below. Oh, this is the bridge. This is the captain. You can interact with things. Absolutely, absolutely, Grandia fan. But all of those things are viewed as humor. Apart from, you know, Justin's mom wanted to sleep in the same bed with him one last time before he goes away is the only thing that I truly find disturbing. All of the rest of those things are just Japanese humor, and they just work. They're fine. Now I'm trying to remember what was the trigger for the events. What's the trigger for the next event? This is a shop, isn't it? Passageway, second class cabins, that would be me. Stashing place. I'm gonna leave it be. There's a shop here which we don't need at the moment. We're not going to be selling anything. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, she stowed away on board. Of course she did. This is the part of the game where I found her really, really annoying, and I actually wanted her to be thrown overboard really badly. I can do plenty of things without you. You are one of the weakest supporting characters in this game. Please go away. Please, yeah, throw her overboard. You have my permission. Of course, the curse of the spirits. Yes, I absolutely agree. Throw her overboard. Yes, I'll help you. Let me help you. I will throw the barrel away myself. You shut up. Stays quiet in the barrel. Hold on. Why do we both have to become... this part I don't get. So I have a pass. I am a passenger. Only she needs to be a crewman. Crewwoman. Crewy. Whatever. shut up, you're still in the barrel, I can still knock you over. Well, badly because of you. Because of you, I have to sleep on a blanket, on a metal floor, under a staircase, in the crew quarters, because you just couldn't stay home. You shut up. You have no right to complain. You should be in a barrel out at sea right now. Yeah, I know. Because the Justin is a main character, it would end up with him being a sailor too, one way or the other. Either to help her or to provide support or whatever, but it's still just, she's just so annoying. Essentially, I have to swap my part before she gets to the end of her line. If I max out the line, he's gonna stand in place and I'll have to start building up the speed again. You only get a reward if you manage to do this. There we go. And of course I can't skip this, so we have to wait her to finish her part. There we go. Well, actually you can skip it. I didn't know. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's unreal that adults would do something like that, but especially at sea, superstition is a strong thing. And it was a superstition that it's a bad luck to have women on board of a ship, but the bad luck had very little to do with spirits and a lot to do with horny sailors. No, I should not. You should do your own share of work. I can't remember, do we have to do this for 2 or 3 days before a certain somebody shows up? Okay, now. Just keeping it close to the max and that's it. Must not overload the power, because if I do, it will absolutely just stop me in my tracks. And then it will take him a minute to start moving again. Go. I got an achievement for swapping a deck. The 25 gold is absolutely not worth it. Oh. It's your future wife, you idiot. I was wondering where I can save the game though. It's called a high five, Justin. I've knocked over that broom every single time thus far.
I'm home. You all haven't changed a bit.
Go there! Welcome home, Feena. Boy, I missed you. How you been?
I'm doing great. And the treasure, as you can see, it's just perfect.
Feena, you've outdone yourself again. I'm so happy to see your smiling face.
Long time no see, Captain. You look well, too.
Feena, I thought I'd never see the golden legacy of the legendary pirate warren with my own 2 eyes.
Isn't it great? To tell the truth, I had a bit of trouble. There was one trap after another. Whoever set them sure had a bad attitude. They might catch some bumbling adventurer, but they can't catch me. At the very end, though, I thought I was done for when I had these giant boulders on my tail, but I quickly found a cave in the side and
Whoa,
jumped in.
whoa, hang on. Let's not waste a good story. Let's go sit down. You can take your time and tell me about your adventure down below. I'll have the men carry your treasure.
Okay, Captain. Can you guys take care of this stuff?
And now Justin is embarrassed. Yeah, Grandia, I agree, it might have been that, but also the writers were Japanese, so it might have just been their own little sense of humor. There are facets of Japanese humor that are just weird to us Westerners. But it could have just been, you know, we heard of this happening in history, well, not to just write it into the story, it'll be a good gag. A kid in a barrel being threatened to be thrown overboard. Grandia fan, it's good to think too deeply because those are the best thoughts. And the deep thoughts are the best thoughts. Even when you overthink things. So Lean is around 20, yes, but Feena is her younger sister, so she's around 16 or 17. We're an apprentice sailor because this little girl next to me was almost thrown overboard because she stowed away, so I had to cover for her. Yes, ditch her. She's a kid. Yeah, she's been forced to grow up real quick. So here's an interesting thing. For this game, they didn't do custom artwork to replace the portraits and everything else. They left everything up to the AI upscaler, which did a pretty good job, to be fair. But in Chrono Cross, the AI upscaler didn't do a good job upscaling all the textures, well, they did good job actually with textures, but with the backgrounds. But they did do custom rework of all of the artwork by hand, which is why all the portraits and all the artwork in Chrono Cross Remaster is so good. If only they did that here, then this would be pretty much a perfect remaster, because the upscaler isn't perfect and it can't do everything. Just look at this portrait of Justin over here. Now you see that all of the lines are a bit crooked, and the left lens on his goggle has a pointy end on the left side. All of that is because the AI upscaler was trying to read the pixel format and think, okay, this is supposed to look like this. For texture work, that's fine, but for all the artwork, they should have went a bit more custom by hand, like they did in Chrono Cross. Would have been better. So it's a shame. It's not a big deal, but I wish they went the extra mile. Okay, so you need to talk to the captain. Yeah, of course it's a ghost ship. Yeah, Grandia found that's a bit of lore that has a big, massive plot hole in it, and I think that's one of the reasons why they don't really speak about individual ages of characters. I don't actually remember if their individual ages are ever specified. Because if Icarians are supposed to be, like you say, twins, then as twins they should be the same age. But they're not. Feena is younger. Well, it's a good thing to think about those things, but the lore of this game wasn't ever expanded upon to that level. Also, Feena and Lena are not purebloods, so it's logical to think that not everything about Icarians is going to apply to them. At one point, Feena does talk about her childhood with Justin, but she doesn't really go a lot into anything special that involves her parents. She only ever mentions her sister and her life with her sister, and that's it. We're gonna volunteer, of course. You say little kids, but he's just a little bit younger than you. Okay, time to go. Okay. More Japanese humor. It's soft and warm and...
Justin, you pervert!
If it wasn't obvious, he grabbed her ass.